Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. In the last episode, we slipped into a world like no other, all because of a complete and utter accident, due to a few key words said by our new friend Ryuji, landing us in the very first palace of our game, and showing us the distorted desires of Kamoshida, the king of Shujin Academy, and landing us in the beginning of our true adventure. So, with that being said, let's head on into our actual, technically first day of Shujin Academy, since the first one kinda got messed up due to us getting lost inside of a castle and completely ruining our rep for our very first day. So, with that being said, let's head off to bed and start our real journey. I feel exhausted. Maybe it's because of all the weird stuff that's been happening to me. Probably. But let's sleep it off and finally get this first day of palace infiltration out of our way, because honestly, yeah, that was quite a strange adventure, wasn't it? But it's far from over, since this is only just the beginning. But it looks like we're back in the Velvet Room again. So, Caroline, Justine, and Igor. About time you've come to. On your feet, inmates. Our master wishes to speak with you. It's for your own sake that you take his words to heart.
First off, let us celebrate our reunion. Oh, you've awakened to your powers, and special ones at that. Your rehabilitation can finally begin.
Rehabilitation, you say?
There is no need to understand it all for the time being. You will be training the power of Persona, which you have awakened to. Personas are, in other words, a mask, an armor of the heart when confronting worldly matters. I have high expectations for you.
What do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean, Igor?
There is no need to worry. You will learn when the time comes.
Okay.
By the by, have you come to appreciate the Metaverse Navigator? Using it will allow you to come and go between reality and palaces.
Palaces, you say?
I bestowed it upon you as means to train you as a thief.
The Metaverse Navigator is a gift from our master. You better take good care of it, in using it, inmates. Okay. Devote yourself to your training, so that you may become a fine thief.
It must be disheartening to make use of the Metaverse Navigator alone. Should there be others who would prove beneficial to you, I will grant it to them as well. This is all for you to grow as a most excellent thief.
Okay. Well, thanks, Igor. It's time. Go back and enjoy whatever rest you might have. Okay, well, back to the real world we go. And honestly, we're probably gonna need that rest after awakening our persona, because knowing how it is in the other games, after you awaken your persona for the first time, it's actually very, very hard on your body, and it basically completely knocks you out afterwards. So, honestly, it does make sense. I had another strange dream. Fate and awakening. Well, at least we now have a persona now, so at least we can use that to help us on our rehabilitation, so honestly, in the end it ended up helping us out. More importantly, I need to hurry and get ready for school. Well, yeah, we might as well head on out, since there's only one place for us to go, and that's Shujin Academy, because, yeah, after being late basically half the day, it's probably a good thing if we head to school on time this time round, isn't it? So we don't get thrown out by Sojiro, or even get yelled at by our teachers again, let's be honest. What was that conductor thinking, charging into the station at top speed like that? Oh, they're talking about the train derailment on our very first day here. Didn't you hear? The guy totally lost it. It's been happening a lot lately. All these accidents are because people are suddenly losing their minds, right? Yeah, apparently. Well, between the economy sucking and how depressing the news always is, it's not all that surprising. Yeah, Yeah, the news is pretty bad, isn't it? I try and stay away from looking at the news, in my honest opinion. Honestly, it just depresses me, so I just stay away from looking at anything that goes on when it comes to news stuff. I just stay to the fun stuff, which is just looking into, like, game updates and stuff like that, honestly. So I honestly don't blame them saying that. Look, isn't that her? You mean the one with the red ribbon? I guess so. She's so thin. It's not fair. I've got my hair in a ponytail, too. Okay, what's that got to do with being thin? Yeah, that's got nothing to do with that. But she does have a very specific model, so honestly, you could probably tell that she is important just because of that, let's be honest. Please take my seats. My station's coming up. She also goes to Shujin, though, based on the clothing, though. Are you sure, then? Apparently so. Oh, never mind. Oh, wow. What speed? That was pretty fast, not gonna lie. But it does happen pretty often, doesn't it? That happens in, like, normal buses, but this is a train, but still, like, yeah, when it's crowded like that, people will sit down immediately if they get the chance. And honestly, it is unfortunate for the old lady, but it does make sense, let's be honest. I mean, excuse me, that seat was for this lady. He looks too tired to really care. Oof. Want me to wake him, or you should say something. Want me to wake him? We already have a bad reputation, so saying that honestly doesn't matter at this point. It's alright. I can understand his position as well. I'm sorry, I couldn't be any help. It's alright, dearie. Don't you worry. Aw, at least she didn't mind it. Please allow me to carry your luggage, at least. That's nice of her. Thank you. Ain't it heavy, though? Not at all. I trained plenty. That's really nice of her to carry that for that old woman, honestly. Pardon me. Thank you so much for earlier. With what? Yeah, with what exactly? All we really said was, if you needed help there. For speaking up when I offered my seat on the train. Oh, no problem. You're second year at Shujin Academy, right? I'm a first year there myself. Oh, nice to meet you. I could kind of tell that due to them having a very specific uniform, but honestly, nice to meet you. Thinking you totally slipped my mind. Back on the train. I didn't want to be rude to my senpai. It's all good. Please excuse me. Okay, we'll see you later. It was nice meeting you. And based on her having a model and her having a picture, it's far from the truth, and honestly, I can't really, like, say that's not an important character at all, because no matter what, if you want, like, an easy way to kind of understand how these games work, if you want to know if someone's going to be important to the story in some way, shape, or form, they're going to have a special portrait in a model. Well, technically, no. Models technically aren't the case sometimes. For the other games, yes. But when it comes to this game specifically, there is a couple characters that do have models, or not models, but pictures that aren't as important to the story, but they don't have a model specifically made for them to be, like, too much to kind of stand out. But if you ever want to know, like, a person that's going to be important to the story, they're going to have a special portrait and a special model, more than likely. So, just kind of bringing that up, just in case if anybody wonders about that. But with that, let's head into Shujin Academy for our very first day. And based on what I remember, the first day that you actually do go into the school has the very first day of class. So, due to the fact that I never really did the classwork stuff in any of my playthroughs, I'm just going to say that that's more than likely going to get skipped over as well, since all that is just raising your knowledge. Nothing major for the story, so just bringing that up now, just in case. But with that, I'll see you guys once that's all over. So, here be, boys and girls. Okay, with the classwork stuff all done now, honestly, it's pretty easy to do, because of the fact that as long as you have, like, network on when it comes to this one, you can actually just pull up the free cheat sheet, because they literally give you a cheat sheet in this game. Unlike all the other games, you have to do, like, a special mod or something for all the school stuff, so thankfully you can easily get past that stuff. Unless it's for the exams, then that's one that you actually do have to remember the stuff you learn throughout the classes. But honestly, for the most part, the cheat sheet's really nice, to be honest, because it saves you so much time when it comes to that kind of stuff if you're just wanting to go through it as fast as possible, since honestly it's more of like trivia more than it is story stuff, let's be honest. So honestly, it's just cool all around, since it does help out.
Hey there, Takamaki. Things have been pretty dangerous lately, with all those accidents.
Sorry, I have a photo shoot today. It's, for this special summer issue, so I can't afford to miss it.
Hey now, being a model's fine and dandy, but don't work your pretty little self to the bone. You mentioned you weren't feeling well, right? Something about appendicitis?
Appendicitis, you say? Yes, I keep planning to go to the hospital, but I've been too busy. Sorry to worry you.
You must be lonely too. I feel bad for keeping your best friend at practice so often. Oh, and be careful around that transfer student. He's got a criminal record after all. If something were to happen to you...
Thank you. Please excuse me. Kamoshida's telling other students about us. That's pretty rude about you, dude. So, I have a feeling that, yeah, with the whole thing with the rumors going on and you just saying it out in the blue like that and not caring about what you were saying, yeah, you're probably not on our #1 list of likable people. But honestly, with us going into his palace the other day and almost being killed by the shadow version of him, honestly, I think it makes sense that we don't like him at the end of the day, even though, yeah, he definitely isn't a likable character. He's a likable villain. He's very, very good as a villain character. I'm not gonna lie about that. He's, like, honestly a perfect villain for this game. But, honestly, yeah, he's not a likable person. Far from it, though. I can tell you that one. Even if he looks like, Kronk from, Emperor's New Groove. Yo. Hey, Ryuji. What's up? Hey, exactly what I was thinking.
I want to talk about the castle from yesterday. I tried telling myself it was all just a dream, but I couldn't do it.
Honestly, don't blame you.
I can act like nothing happened. It's all connected to that bastard Kamoshida after all.
True.
I want to find out what's happening, what's up with that place, no matter what. And you know, you're the only person I can rely on for stuff like this, so, you in?
Sure, what's next? Yeah, what do you want to do, bud?
Nice. Okay. Glad we're in this together.
Honestly, you are our bros, so honestly, no turning back now.
I think we should just try and retrace our steps from yesterday. In the meantime, you're walking to the station, right? Let's go together. Let me know if you notice, any weird buildings on the way.
Okay, yeah, of course. Ryuji doesn't seem like a bad guy. Well, obviously. He's just a chill dude. He's just kind of misunderstanding personality. Just because he's got blonde hair and he's kind of like a rough exterior doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Just look at Kanji. Kanji was like the perfect example of someone with a rough exterior, but a good heart underneath everything. He just wanted to make cute things, and everyone looked bad on him, so he had to end up making himself look like a tough guy, so nobody, like, got on him for the things he ever did. Because honestly, he just wanted to be himself, but in the reality that he was in, nobody would let him do that, which was really unfortunate. But thankfully, he ended up making friends that helped him in that, and then he realized that he could be himself. So honestly, yeah, honestly, I don't blame you, Ryuji. You're a cool dude in my book. I should probably just go along with this. Yeah, probably. Okay, well, honestly, let's go see if we can find that castle again.
If a huge castle like that really exists, I'm sure we'll find it in no time. When they build something like that, though?
Based on everyone's reactions, I don't think we're gonna find it this easily.
We walked away, that way from here, right?
Maybe. Yeah, around here. Right off the station area. So right next to the Ginza line, so yeah, basically around here.
When you put it that way, I'm not so sure anymore.
Same, honestly.
Alright, this way. Let me know if you notice something.
Okay, I'll let you know. So, just gotta walk the way we came. We went through a back street, didn't we? So, basically, that's all we really know.
Huh. We're in the school. There wasn't anything out of place along the way, right? I didn't see no castle either. We must have made a wrong turn somewhere. Let's try again.
Again? We can say I want to go home.
Don't worry. I won't mess it up this time.
It's fine.
Let's go.
Honestly, might as well just keep trying and trying. Because no matter what, we'll eventually find it, right? Still the school, though. But this was where it was, though. Definitely has to be it. Due to the fact that when we were inside, the castle... or actually, no, it wasn't the castle, per se. Well, technically, yes and no. But when we were inside the actual school, it did flicker into the reality that it showed off the castle, like a mixture between the castle and the school. So it definitely is here.
Huh, for real?
Yeah, for real. We can't find it.
Huh, is it smaller than we think it is?
No, it definitely was pretty big.
What do you think?
Are you sure it's around here? Check on your phone. Yeah, our phone would tell us. Maybe we can find it on the GPS.
I already did that. I didn't see anything like it around here. Huh? Phone. Hey, that reminds me. Didn't you have a navigation app thingy on back then?
Navigation app?
I don't know if it was or not, but I heard the stuff that sounded like it was coming from your phone.
Yeah, he did notice that, didn't he? He heard, returning to the real world, I'm pretty sure, because he did react to it. So, he definitely did hear the navigation app.
You know, didn't it say stuff like return to the real world or something like that?
I didn't even read him saying that, but he did realize that, because he did have, like, some kind of small reaction to it, but he didn't say anything.
Let me see your phone for a bit.
Yeah, you can see it. He just snatched it. You find anything?
What's this eyeball-looking thing?
It just appeared. I can't delete it. Cute logo, huh? That's a funny way to say it. It just appeared. Yeah, right when we got into Shibuya, it just appeared on our phone, and we can't delete it at all.
What? Huh, what a weird app.
But we do know the reason for it, though, because Igor said it was, given to us to further, our rehabilitation, so honestly, it makes sense. But the thing is our character still thinks it was a dream, though.
Oh, wait, this is it. I knew it. It is a navigation app. There's even your search history. Oh man, I'm such a genius. Let's try using it.
But I don't know how. Yeah, technically we don't know how.
Then I'll do it.
Kamoshida, Shujin Academy, Pervert Castle. Beginning navigation.
There we go. And then we went in a certain direction and...
Ooh, here we go.
Hey, what are you... huh? What the hell?
Okay, and there it is. Kamoshida's Castle of Debauchery, also known as Pervert Castle. Or technically it is, and technically it's not, because of the fact that the castle's names or palaces don't really matter. It more matters on who the ruler is when it comes to that, because honestly, you can know it as different areas, so you got the castle here, and then so on and so forth for each and every distorted area that you end up going to, because that's honestly what you end up calling it, instead of saying the full name for the places. Because honestly, I think some of them don't actually have names to them, they're just known for what they are. So, yeah, definitely... this is definitely a reality that we're going to be very much involved within for the next long series that we got here. So honestly, this is only the start. But let's finally get on in here for the second time.
Look, it's a castle from yesterday.
Yes, it is. Pervert Castle. Kamoshida's distorted reality.
We made it back. That means what happened yesterday was for real, too.
Yep, it was.
Yeah, those clothes.
You don't remember? Honestly, they're pretty cool.
That happened last time, too, huh? Well, what's with that outfit?
I don't know. Not bad, huh? Or are you jelly? Not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Huh, you like it?
Yeah, I do. Honestly, it's pretty cool.
What's going on here? This makes no effing sense at all.
Hey. Hey, Morgana. Long time no see. Stop making a commotion. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea if we make a commotion due to the fact that the guards are kind of, all over the place. So, it would not be good to get caught now, honestly.
You.
The shadows started acting up, so I came here wondering what it could be. To think you guys would come back to the entrance when you barely managed to escape.
What is this place? Is it the school?
That's right.
But it's a castle.
This castle is the school, but only to the castle's ruler.
And the castle's ruler?
I think you called him Kamoshida. It's, how his distorted heart views the school.
Huh, Kamoshida distorted.
Yeah, he's very much distorted.
Explain it in a way that makes sense.
I shouldn't have expected a moron to get it.
Oof. What did you say?
Well, whatever's going on in there doesn't sound too fun. But that's where we're gonna be going very soon.
What was that?
It must be the slaves captive here.
For real?
Yeah, it definitely sounds like they're having a nice fun time in there. I can't wait to go in that party.
Oh shit, it's for real. We saw other guys held captive here yesterday. I'm pretty sure they're from our school.
Yeah, probably more than likely. It does look like the, you know, this, what is it, the gym wear that they wear at Shujin. Most likely. On Kamoshida's orders, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's like that every day here. What's more, you two escaped yesterday. He must have lost his temper quite a bit. Yeah, he definitely is pretty mad. And based on how he acts in the real world, he definitely doesn't like us one bit. Since he's kind of like, I'm pretty sure based on him telling on about us, he's the one that leaked our criminal record, because the school shouldn't even have known about that. And based on what Kawakami said, it wasn't her, so it's gotta be one of the teachers, and it more than likely would be Kamoshida, based on everything. That's the only person we know, other than Kawakami, out of all the teachers. Well, technically, we know, the Ushimasu, or however you say his name, but he's not really a main character whatsoever. He's more of just one of your random teachers you get, so honestly, he wouldn't be the one to do it. But it's definitely one of the people in higher power at the school, because they're the only people that would know your records. And you can know that because of, like, Persona 3, for instance. They know that you were an orphan before you even got there, so yeah, it's pretty obvious that it's gotta be a teacher that has that kind of information, and how it got leaked like that.
And that son of a bee.
Yeah, he's pretty rotten. Ryuji. I call him Ryuji. That's not his name. That's Persona 3, but honestly, their names are pretty similar. Honestly, if we were to change the U for, O, we would have Ryuji, in a way, I guess you could say.
This is bullshit.
Honestly, it pretty much is.
You hear me, Kamoshida?
Doing that isn't going to open it, you know. Still, it seems like you have your reasons.
Yeah, he definitely has his reasons. Hey, Mona.
I don't know how you got that name, honestly. It's Morgana.
Do you know where those voices are coming from?
You want me to take you to them? Well, I guess I could guide you there, but only if he comes with us. Well, we are the only other Persona user here, so it would make sense, so let's go. Honestly, I'm not letting Ryuji down here, because honestly, he is our new friend here. since, honestly, we don't have any friends at Shujin Academy. Technically, we don't, but in a way, I'll just say her name. Her name's Kasumi, that girl with the red hair that we met. And, she technically, we are kind of friends with her, but we don't know her name yet. But in the original game, she wasn't in it, so technically Ryuji at this point would be your only friend. And I guess Morgana too. So honestly, there's no reason to kind of give up on them. Because, honestly, our character kind of needs some friends at this point, because, yeah, he doesn't have, like, the easiest way of making friends, so he can't really turn down anybody. But, honestly, Ryuji's a good guy, and we know that. But, yeah, I'm not gonna let him down, honestly. It's settled then. For real? Thanks, man. No problem, Ryuji. Honestly, I got your back, dude. Friends don't, leave other friends behind. Alright. Let's do this. Follow me. Okay, we'll follow you, Morgana. You lead the way, since you are our navigator. This is our infiltration point. Ain't that where we escaped out of last time? That's right. Not barging in through the entrance is one of the basics of Phantom Thievery.
Huh, how are we supposed to know about that kind of stuff?
Well, he's gonna teach us. I'll make sure to teach you as we go. Come on, follow me. And this is where we learn the basics of being a Phantom Thief. So, let's do this.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. But I can't forgive that bastard Kamoshida, doing whatever the hell he wants. Really, though, thanks for coming along. I owe you big time.
Thanks, Ryuji. Honestly, I'm not here to let you down, bud, since you are our bro here at this point.
Huh, man, this place is creepy as always.
Now make sure you do exactly as I say, alright? Yeah, because if we don't do exactly as you say, we could easily die in here, let's be honest. Because these places are far from, safe, let's be honest. We can know that from Persona 3 and Persona 4 and, I guess, Persona 1 or 2 if you ever played those games. I've never done it, but I do want to play through them at some point. I'm just hoping they get remade at some point, because, honestly, due to the consoles they came out on, and there not being any kind of, like, easier way to play them, honestly, it would be nice if they came out on a newer console, because then it would make it easier to play it. But, yeah, definitely would like to look into that, because apparently Persona 2 is a two-parter, based on what I know. You play as, two different characters in both parts. So honestly, I would like to play through that at some point, but for the time being, I've never played them. But, honestly, it would be cool. Follow me. Okay. We'll be following you. So, let's get on into this palace with Morgana. Definitely not a... Yeah, this definitely is pretty distorted, let's be honest. So this would be when you first walk into the school, since the beginning of the school area, like where you first walk in, is pretty big. So this would definitely be there, right?
Hey. We went by here when we came in front.
Yeah, we did. And this definitely does look like the front of the school.
What the?
Yeah, it definitely looks pretty weird.
I was seeing double or something just now. Was that Shujin?
Yeah, it definitely was. I've told you before. This place is your school. Regardless, we don't have the time to stand around. Who knows when a shadow might show up? Come on, this way. Okay, just, lead the way, Morgana. Since, honestly, we're following you at this point, since you've been here longer than we have, so we wouldn't really know that. Also, before we do anything, I am actually gonna do one thing, just to save us some time here. Sorry if you see anything that might be some kind of spoiler. Honestly, these things don't really matter, for the most part, when it, well, what I mean is they're not really spoilers, per se, but in Persona 5 Royal, there is a thing called Will Seeds, and if you collect all 3 for each palace, you get a different one. So this one would be Lust, the next one would be Vanity, Gluttony, Wrath, Greed, Envy, Pride. And then, technically, one of them doesn't have one, and then the Crystal of Sorrow, which is the final one. So honestly, I won't be using any of the things like, anything super strong, like Atomic Flare at this point, because that's like severe damage, and that would be way too easy to use. Honestly, I'm just going to use stuff like the C's armbands or stuff like that, which is just money boost, or team glasses, which is, if you recognize this, this would be Persona 4's glasses, basically, giving you 15% XP, which is glasses that allow one to see clearly in the fog, or the C's armband from Persona 3. So honestly, it's pretty cool, honestly. But, I'm going to be using both the, team glasses here, just to kind of just get us through the things, because honestly, the extra EXP would be nice here. So honestly, that's all I'm going to use. Nothing overpowered from my previous playthrough, because they let you keep a lot of your items, so I'm not going to use anything like that. Maybe healing items, but nothing when it comes to, like, having ultra abilities at this point in the game. It would just be not fair, so I'm just going to try and stay away from using those items until we are allowed to use them, like a point that we would honestly get that kind of stuff. Shoot, I had a feeling there would be guards here. Yeah, there definitely would be guards here. It is a palace, so it was honestly gonna make sense at some point we'd run into one of them. It looks like we're going to have to start fighting our way forward. For real? Oh boy, I'll just teach you the basics of battle for now. You better not forget all this. Always try to ambush enemies instead of rushing everywhere, headlong. Attack from behind whenever you can. You'll need to rip their masks off to momentarily break the control that the palace ruler has over them. If you succeed, your opponent will be caught off guard, allowing us to jump in for a preemptive attack. Okay, attacking enemies. When you attack a nearby enemy from pressing X, a battle will begin. Watch for a red icon to appear when you are in range. If you approach the enemy from behind without being noticed, the ambush icon will appear and attack at a moment for an edge in battle. Okay. So we want to get the jump on them and make the first strike. Okay, got it. You know you're just going to be watching, right? You don't have a persona. But anyways, let's go. Yeah, he can't fight anybody. You need a persona to attack shadows. That's always how it's been. And they kind of go into detail on that when it comes to Persona 3, because they don't honestly talk about it for the most part in these games. Honestly, I don't remember if they ever talk about it in this game. Honestly, based on what I remember, I think Persona 3 was the only one I actually remember them actually talking about why personas are the only reason you can attack shadows. So it does make sense, but I kind of understood that beforehand when we were playing Persona 4, honestly. So honestly, it wasn't something new, but it does make sense. Okay, and Morgana, and I actually forgot to change the tactics up, because honestly, direct commands are always my favorite when it comes to these games. So honestly, it's free experience, level 4 already, we'll take that. Definitely nice to have. The more SP we get, the better we're going to have chance in battle. And honestly, the more and more levels you get in this game is actually even more important when it comes to the fact that how confidants work in this game. Because honestly, the confidant system in this game I really, really enjoyed. Because of the fact that the confidants aren't where it's just story-based, like in Persona 3. And technically Persona 4, but Persona 4 when it came to your actual party members, then it actually mattered. But now every single character, all their confidants mean something, which is really cool. So honestly, this is going to be really cool to get into this game because of the fact that the confidants are as cool as they are, because now you get story and rewards for actually doing them. So honestly, yeah, that's going to be cool. Why ain't anyone here? Oh yeah, this was where the one guy was, wasn't he? Damn it. They were here before. Where'd they go? Quiet down. Oh yeah, there were more of them further in too. Yeah, there was, wasn't there? We saw a couple people in cages, but they were in the middle of the river though. They might have been transferred already. Yeah, they probably were. Crap, I can hear footsteps coming up, and it's a lot of them. It would be a problem if they discovered us now. Yeah, true. We can't be surrounded at this point, due to the fact that there's a lot of shadows inside these places. Hey, let's head into that room. We should be able to hide in there until they leave. Yeah, true. And with that, Honestly, every single thing we do here is just a basic guide to infiltration, so honestly, this is something that will be very, prominent in every single, palace we go into, and everything we do, so far forth, because everything, Morgana teaches us here, or anything we do, is going to be something important for later when it comes to actually doing these. This is just teaching you how to do palaces, basically.
The shadows probably won't come in here.
Okay, that's good.
Huh. How can you tell?
There's a lack of distortion here, meaning the ruler's control over this area is weak.
That's good. And it looks like a classroom of all places, which makes sense because of the fact that, Kamoshida isn't a real teacher. He primarily takes over the gym area, since that's what he is. He's a volleyball coach. So, he wouldn't have any, like, power inside an actual classroom. So that does make sense.
Is this classroom?
Actually, I think he wouldn't even walk inside a classroom either, so that makes sense.
Now do you understand? The place is another reality that the ruler's heart projects.
Makes sense.
So this is Kamoshida's reality. Shit makes no sense at all.
One could say it's a world in which one's disordered desires have materialized. I call it such a place a palace.
A palace.
This is happening because he thinks the school is his own castle.
Makes sense.
So it became like this cause he thought of it just like that.
Honestly, makes sense. He is pretty messed up.
That son of a bee.
You must really hate Kamoshida.
Hate doesn't even cover how I feel. Everything is that asshole's fault.
I don't know what happened between you two, but don't let your emotions get the better of you. His lackeys are everywhere inside.
Yeah, true. You don't want to get too angry, because then we'll, attract unwanted attention.
You're curious about your outfit, aren't you?
A little.
Yeah, I'm curious as hell about that too.
That's also because of this world.
More stuff that makes no sense.
Anything distorted. According to how a ruler pleases within his palace, a school can turn into a castle like this after all. In order to prevent such distortions, one must hold a powerful will of rebellion. Your appearance is a manifestation of that. It's the image of rebellion that you hold within.
I'm so fed up with all this. I'm more curious about you than his clothes. What the hell are you anyways?
I'm a human. An honest-to-God human.
Yeah, sure.
No, you're obviously more like a cat.
It's because I lost my true form. I think.
You think?
But I do know how to regain my true form. The reason why I snuck into here was for a preliminary investigation of those means. Well, I ended up getting caught in it, though.
Yeah, you were by yourself, and being alone in a palace is not a good thing, unless you have a very, very, very strong persona. And honestly, not many people in these games have that kind of a persona. Maybe the protagonist, when it comes to each game, would be able to do this alone at some points, but not at the beginning, far from that. But, when the protagonist fully goes through their entire journey and gets to the point where they fully realize their power, then yeah, because of the fact that, Persona 3's protagonist, Persona 4's protagonist, and they get their final persona. Honestly, that's a thing with all the games. Every character can become stronger than they possibly were before, but once they get to that point, then maybe, yeah, they could have done this by themselves at that point. But, honestly, the whole reason they got there was because of their friends in the first place. And that's honestly a major point in these games. Because friendship, honestly, can help you reach goals that you never could have originally by yourself. And that's the main point of these games. And honestly, there's other points, but that's a major factor in all the games.
Besides, I've been tortured by Kamoshida too.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna make him pay for sure.
What is this, comic book? This is seriously crazy.
If you're gonna keep going, we should hurry along. I'll be counting on your skills. This time too, rookie. Got it?
Yeah, I got it, Morgana.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna force it all on you. I thought I might help too, so...
How you gonna help?
I thought I brought this just in case. It's a model gun, though, so it only makes sounds.
Oh, thanks.
That's a toy.
Honestly, based on the fact that we saw earlier when we were playing through the prologue that guns are important, honestly, it will help us eventually, so honestly, we already know that this is going to be helpful.
But it totally looks real, so it'll at least fake them out.
That's true.
I brought some medicine, too. You know, what to say. Providing is, pre-something.
Honestly, thanks. That's honestly pretty good of you, honestly.
So you're planning this from the start. Well, fine. If you're ready to go, we'll resume our infiltration.
Okay, well, thanks for the gun, Ryuji. Can't use it yet, but honestly, thanks for the gun, though. Because we'll definitely be able to use that due to what we know.
There are probably still sentries making their rounds out there. Let's use this time to hash out our current situation.
Okay, yeah, we can talk about things. Safe rooms. In a safe room, you can consult with your teammates and save your game by pressing the options button. You can also save at a palace's entrance, which technically these are always in all the games that I played. In Persona 3, when it came to Tartarus, the safe rooms were boss rooms, so technically they were safe because of the fact that the Reaper couldn't chase you in there. So in a way, yes, but in a way, no. But in that game, they technically had safe rooms. But when it came to Persona 4, that's when the safe rooms officially started. So, honestly, yeah, we're going to always have these. But these are going to be very helpful, though. Because there's how many you can get, and the fact that this will allow you to traverse the palace easier. Because you can fast travel within the all the safe rooms, unlike... Well, technically, technically in Persona 4, in a way you could. But mostly, once you were done with the any of the TV realms, then you could do that. But in this game, you can literally teleport to them and fast travel because of the fact that how big the palaces are. They're far from what the TV realms were, or the Tartarus is, and they're specifically made for each and every character. So it's not just like an endless dungeon, which all the rooms change. They're always going to be the same no matter what playthrough you play. Well, the difficulty can change, because the difficulty you can change throughout the game, but, yeah, for the most part, yeah, the safe rooms are, and, like, this is completely different than how any other Persona game was, and honestly, it's a fitting change, which I hope they keep, because I actually like this, which technically you still have that kind of element to this game, when it comes to, like, the, special, like, dungeon that changes no matter what room you go into, and that's gonna be something different later, but we'll go into that when that comes up, because there is a form of that in this game, and honestly it makes sense, because it's something that was in the previous game, so they couldn't just throw it out completely, but it is a feature.
Damn it. Where'd those guys go? Who were, locked up, where'd they go anyways?
Honestly, I kind of messed up that sentence, but it's basically what he said.
They probably got moved to another location.
But where and why?
Don't ask me. But there were soldiers around, right? Maybe we could try eavesdropping on them.
Yeah, true. We can definitely do that, so let's go check.
There should still be soldiers outside. Let's take a note of the situation and go out there.
Okay, let's see what's going on. I thought I just heard something move over there. Guess it was my imagination. And what of the slaves? They're all in the training hall. I'd assume they're screaming in pain by now. Very well. By the way, I heard he may have intruders around. We may have intruders around. Stay on your guard. And based on how they knew that, I guess they can tell every time you go into a palace, I think. I think that's how that works. I don't understand how they would know, but you can kind of understand that. But honestly, it makes sense because of the fact that if they didn't do that, then the shadows wouldn't be roaming as much as they are. So honestly, does work with the story, but I still don't understand how it particularly works, to be honest, even if I've played this game before.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, it seems like they do definitely know we're here, but we do know, now we know that they're further inside.
They send the training hall, right?
I think. That's just a little further ahead, though, so let's go.
Okay, yeah, let's head on in. And it looks like we got a shadow ahead.
There's a guard on duty here. The way to the training hall should be just beyond those bars.
So what are we gonna do? Do we gonna fight it?
Seems like it. Just don't let it notice you beforehand. If it does, the palace's security level will rise.
Security level. When you're spotted by an enemy, the security level will rise. This is shown on a gauge in the upper left. As the security level rises, it will become more difficult to investigate the palace, so be careful. Which it does in fact mean that, because of the fact that the shadows get stronger and stronger, the further and further the security level goes. And, yeah, it's not a good thing if you get your security level too high, but there's also benefits to it being high as well, though, so technically, in a way, it's a double-edged sword, I guess you can say. But it's better to keep it lower the further and further you are, though. I'm gonna be honest about that, because, honestly, it makes it easier to get through your investigation.
And what do we do if that happens? Run away?
Well, the security level will go back down if we beat more enemies without getting noticed.
That sounds, complicated.
Fine. I'll put together some information about security level. This is crucial to successful palace infiltration, so make sure you actually read it, okay? Security level reduction in 0% security level are now part of the tutorial menu. Tutorials have been added to your triangle menu. Honestly, basically, keep it low, it's easier to infiltrate, basically. I don't really have to go into too many details, it's kind of obvious. But if this was your first time playing the game, you would probably at least need to at least summarize it. So, basically, yeah, if the longer and longer you're in a palace, the better, or the higher the security level will go if you get caught. But it's easy to not get caught, and honestly, I'm going to change tactics real quick. Because, honestly, Morgana doing things on his own is kind of not something I normally would like in general, because you don't want that, because of the fact that certain personas and shadows have special affinities. So, if you were to, let's say, we can analyze this right now, because I have the idea of what this is, because I've seen it before. Due to this being a new game, plus since we would see all this if I ever made the persona or figured out the weaknesses of the persona. So, as we can see, fire and electric. Well, we don't have fire or electric, so this doesn't really matter in this fight. But, say, like, it had a nullify wind or a nullified curse, then we wouldn't be able to do anything if he were to freely be moving, because he would either, if he didn't know the weakness before, he would actually use wind magic and get hit by his own wind magic. Or, if it was like a repel or something like that, and specific when it comes to hitting himself with the attacks. So, it is honestly better to have direct commands, because then you don't mess up. But some people actually like the other mode, since honestly it does add a challenge, but honestly, for us, it's much more better to do it this way. Let's be completely honest, because if I were to play like that, the series would go on for a lot longer than it needs to be. Let's be honest. Because honestly, this is more for story than it is to be fighting every single shadow, let's be honest.
The training hall's up ahead, right?
Yeah, it's a little further ahead. Make sure you watch out for any guards along the way.
Okay. Looking for the missing slaves. Head to the training hall. Okay. Ooh, there they are, some more shadows. Hey, have you seen anyone who looks like an intruder? No, nobody yet. Okay, so they don't know where we are. That's good.
Shoot. I had a feeling there would be a lot of enemies. It'd be impossible to dodge all of them.
Then what do we do? Should we try and take them down before, like we did before?
It's not that simple. We still have a long way to go, so we should be conserving energy.
I see. Sorry. Damn it. Wish I could fight. I'd at least be able to help out a little bit. but all I got is this toy from earlier. I'm such a loser.
No, you're fine.
Huh? Do you mean the gun?
Yeah. It looks real and all, but doesn't shoot anything.
I see. Well, there is a way. Okay. Well, you just have to take down the enemies.
What? Were you listening to me? It don't even shoot bullets.
Or pellets, technically, but honestly, bullets also fit in that situation. Because sometimes when it comes to, like, fake model guns, they do shoot metal BBs, which can be counted as bullets. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest, BB guns scared, me. But it's not because of, just scaring me in general. It's because I've had a bad, like, past with them. Because I was staying at a friend's house when I was very young. And the kid that I was staying at his house, ended up firing off a metal BB gun in the room, and it bounced all over the room like a crazy maniac. I don't know, why he did that, but I never went back to his house after that. Let me be honest. Yeah, that was terrifying in my honest opinion. But, yeah, that it's not because of, like, you know, people run around shooting people with BB guns. I just still don't understand why people use BB guns, because you can easily use a Nerf gun. But, yeah, definitely, yeah, I never understood BB guns, to be honest, but, yeah, they do kind of scare me. But, honestly, yeah, definitely could be seen as bullets in, depending on how you, like, see guns like BB guns and model guns, honestly.
Don't worry. I'm sure this'll work. Attack away, Frizzy Hair.
Leave it to me. I'm surprised he's still calling us Frizzy Hair, but we never really told him our name, did we? But technically Ryuji has said it, so surprised, yeah.
Dude, I keep saying, it's not gonna fire anything.
It's fine. Might as well try it out, since as we saw in the prologue, it definitely will do something. So, let's do this.
You have that gun with you, right? Point it at the shadow and fire.
Okay, gun attacks. Gun attacks are considered a gun skill. Press the up button on the controller and to ready your gun. Press X to attack. Pretty simple. You can continue shooting until you run out of ammunition. You can also change targets between shots with the D-pad as well. Okay, pretty simple. Just letting you guys reading through that for anybody that's never seen this game. So, just so they understand how this works, because as you can see, if you hold down the X button, you can rapid fire it. And honestly, the gun is really good in this game, because in the original Persona 5, you can only use it for a very short amount of time, and then you're out. And then you have to make ammunition bags, which was really bad. Now it only works for, what do you call it? When you start getting gun skills, but that's through a confidant. But honestly, at that point, it doesn't really matter, because then that one makes sense because of the ability that brings. Because then you would make the ammunition bags for that. Because they're called down shots, and they just down your enemy for free without having to use, like, affinities, basically. It's basically how it goes. Honestly, it's not major, so honestly, I don't mind talking about it. But, honestly, yeah, it definitely is very helpful when you're trying to recruit shadows or just get a free all-out attack, honestly.
How about that? Surprised? There are plenty of instances where rapid fire is going to be more useful than swinging your knife. Of course, you can run out of ammo, but using it all up does more good than letting it collect dust.
True. Gun properties and ammo restoration. Guns have a higher attack power with melee weapons, but they have a limited amount of ammunition. However, your ammunition will be restored after the battle, so feel free to use it all up. Which was something that wasn't in Persona 5, as I said, which was pretty bad, because guns felt useless in that game. I'm just gonna be honest for the most part. Unless you're on like a super easy difficulty. Then, yeah, they could do something, but you only got to use them for such a small amount of time. So, and some characters have like 3 bullets, so basically that's all you had. So, yeah, definitely much more nicer in this game. I'm gonna be completely honest. They actually feel useful in this game, unlike before.
Alright, I'll show you my weapon too.
Looks like you got a little slingshot. Pretty cool. Good on you, Morgana. I like your little gun. Or slingshot. It's not really a gun, is it? But it counts as a gun. So, honestly, it's still pretty cool.
Whoa, did that toy just shoot real freaking bullets?
Yeah, it did.
This is a cognitive world. As long as our opponent sees it as real, it becomes such. It's a good thing it's realistic looking.
True. Don't get it. Honestly, I don't blame you.
Because they recognize it as a gun, your ammo capacity is limited in battle, but your enemies are expecting you to come at them with guns loaded, so your ammo is replenished in every new fight.
Which, honestly, is a better way to do it. What's this commotion over here? Uh-oh, another shadow. What? Why are you bastards? Looks like we got caught.
Get ready. Here comes another one. Take him down.
Okay, let's take out another shadow. Honestly, it shouldn't be too hard since it is literally still the tutorial.
Our ammo's replenished. Go on and dump it into the enemy.
Okay, that's easy enough. Fire away. Oh, I love how you can just hold the X button and it just rapid fires it. And that thing had no chance. Free money and free experience. We'll take it.
Just like I thought. All our ammo had returned for the fight.
Yeah, it did. Huh, I wasn't sure whether or not to bring it at first, but I'm sure glad I did. Honestly, it would have been cool if Ryuji could have used the gun up before being able to fight, because obviously he's going to be like on the party because of the fact that he's a main character. But it would have been nice if he could have actually used the gun himself if he wanted to help us, because right now he's kind of just like hiding in fear because he can't actually fight any of these guys. But honestly, maybe it's because you have to have the shadow as well, or the persona to do that. So honestly, in a way, it still makes sense.
We're definitely lucky to have that additional firearm in our arsenal. I must say, well done. Even if it was just dumb luck that it worked here.
Did you really have to put it like that? Well, honestly, it still helps.
Quit griping, Blondie. You're still getting praised. Oh, by the way, we should decide how we divvy up our roles in battle from here on out. As you can see, there's quite a lot of enemies. It'll be important to coordinate our moves as well. I can keep providing intel for us, but you should decide how we fight, Frizzy here.
What do you mean, by how we fight?
Basically, what we do in battle, he can order us directly, or let us decide what we do. Though I guess I'm the only other one fighting right now.
True. Party tactics. You can change your party tactics and make them do everything. You already saw what I did, so honestly, it's kind of simple. Honestly, you can choose if you want to rather direct command them or not, which is simple. I don't really need to read over that because I already explained it.
What's the plan? Want me to follow orders or act on my own?
Well, I already chose for you, but direct commands.
Understood. Let's see what you've got.
Okay, let's do this. Now we're the true strategist here. Now we just gotta take out the shadow. So, ambush him away. I'm surprised we didn't get the full ambush, but that still counts, I think. I think as long as you swing on them, it still counts.
There's 2 enemies, don't underestimate them.
Okay, honestly, I wasn't gonna underestimate them at all. Oh yeah, I could have just used my gun there. It's fine. Let's see here. Well, we do know this one's weak too, so we might as well just go for Garu here. So, let's knock on down both of them. And honestly, at this point, I don't think slingshot wouldn't knock them both down, honestly. But we can use the slingshot now, though. So, fire away. Down goes the shadow and GG. Just like that. Honestly, not bad at all. Not hard at all either, but it is the tutorial, so nothing's going to be too hard yet. Okay, another shadow.
A guard. I'm pretty sure that's where we needed to be going, too.
You guys gonna take it down again?
I guess. That's our only choice, but wait. This might be a good time. Okay, I've decided. I'm gonna teach you a special way to fight enemies.
Is it a new technique?
Something like that. Let's go.
Okay, let's do this. So you're gonna teach us something new, Morgana. Well, go away with it, honestly.
Listen, there's a distinct flow to battles. Let me show you. After all, seeing is something, right? First knock down all the enemies. Everything starts at the crucial step.
Okay, so knock down your enemy, and then you get to figure it out. So, Arsene, knock down that pixie.
Alright. Now rush in for an all-out attack.
Okay, and all-out attack we go. So, let's do this. First all-out attack of the game. Honestly, gonna be pretty helpful for the later future. And honestly, the all-out attacks in this game are pretty cool, because all of them have, like, special animations for the ends of them is if you knock down all the enemies. So honestly, yeah, pretty cool. Definitely different from how they were in the previous games.
That went really well. You definitely fit for us, for this.
What was that super move thing you just did?
I told you, it's called an all-out attack. If you manage to knock all the enemies down, you might be able to use it to beat them all at once.
Huh, yeah, that was over pretty quick.
It's a concentrated attack on defenseless enemies, after all. Now, as I mentioned before, I want you to be the head of our command. You can decide when we use this.
Alright, thanks. We'll definitely do that. All-out attacks. You can initiate an all-out attack by holding the triangle button. I'm surprised they kind of say that now, but all attacks are ultimate attacks which deal heavy damage to all foes. However, you cannot use one if Spooks cannot attack or act, or if only he can act. So basically, you need more than one character on the field that isn't knocked down or dead, technically, even though they're not really dead, but yeah, as long as you have someone else on the field and Joker isn't knocked down, you can use an all-out attack. So basically, simple understanding to it.
Strike the enemy's weakness to knock them all down, then do an all-out attack. That's the ideal pattern.
Okay, and tutorial's been added to the triangle menu. Okay, thanks Morgana. Honestly gonna be helpful for later. Don't know what that reads, but this definitely is where we're going.
Alright, this is it.
Kamoshida's Training Hall of Love. What kind of bullshit is this?
Okay, well, let's make our way on in there. Honestly, it's kind of funny that the first dungeon of Persona 4 was also about love, wasn't it? So that is kind of interesting.
Huh, this voice, where's it coming from?
It seems like it's coming from deeper within, so let's see what's going on here. Must be getting close, though. Yeah, definitely must be getting close based on all the noises we're hearing.
Oh, is it coming from over there?
Seems like it. Yep, that's definitely them. Oof, that doesn't look good.
Ah, damn it, this is bullshit.
How many times do I have to tell you? Keep your voice down.
Yeah, we don't want to get caught now, so don't say too much, Ryuji.
But this is beyond messed up.
Yeah, it is, honestly. Huh. Wow, so this is how he sees people in the real world.
How do I open this?
Stop it. Leave us alone, it's useless. Oh, hello. You want us to get you on out of here?
Huh?
If we stay obedient, we won't be executed like you guys.
You're telling me you want to stay in this place like this?
Wait a minute. Were you planning on taking these guys out of here?
Don't think that's possible, but honestly, I'm not going to go into details there. Honestly, because Morgana is going to explain it.
We can't just leave them here.
How stupid can you be?
What?
These are only humans in Kamoshida's cognition. There aren't real humans here that have been entered from reality. They're all different from you two.
Cognition?
If it means there's no point in saving them. They're different from the real ones in the real world. You could say that these are extremely similar looking dolls.
The hell? Why is it gonna be so complicated? So the school's a castle and students are slaves. It's so on point that it makes me laugh. So this is really the inside of that asshole's head.
Yep, it is. All inside Kamoshida's distorted reality of what Shujin Academy is to him.
Still, this is horrible. It must mean he treats them as slaves in the real world too.
Oh, really?
In the real world too. Wait. I know these guys. They're the members of the volleyball team. The one Kamoshida coaches for.
Huh. So he teaches his volleyball team like slaves. To... honestly, who knows at this point?
They must be physically abused every day. There's no way they'd be so beat up normally.
Yeah, they don't look like they've been looking too good every time we've ran into them. For instance, look at that one kid we met on our first day. The one that said, everyone to rise for the, beginning of class. Yeah, definitely he didn't look too good, did he?
Don't tell me. They're gonna be going through similar shit in reality.
Most likely. I mean, this proves Kamoshida thinks of them as slaves.
True. Huh, so it might be real then. I heard that Kamoshida's using physical punishment. They're just rumors, but if they're true, wouldn't this be something to report to the police? True. I'll use these guys as evidence. If it all goes well, we can take that down the asshole Kamoshida. Probably. It would be a good idea. Huh, it's not working. We can't use the navigation. We can use the navigation app, but the camera's a no-go.
A navigation app?
That's what we've been using to come here. What about yours? My camera app won't work. Huh. Well, that's unfortunate. No using his distorted desires as a way to fight against them in the real world. But at least we have the knowledge of what's going on here.
Whatever you do is fine, but we're gonna get caught if we stand around like this. We need to head back.
True. Hang on a second. There's no other way. I'll just memorize their faces before going home. Good idea, honestly. So, yeah, keep getting as much information as you can, Ryuji. Okay. Let's check the cells around here. Okay, let's check each one. That bastard. I bet this has happened in reality, too. So the abuse rumors weren't fake. Seems like it wasn't. Let's see here. Not that one, even though it looked like that would be one. Water. Please no more. Not giving athletes water even for tough training like this. It's a common thing in the real world, too. That sack of shit. I'm gonna try and memorize all these guys' faces before we go back. Good idea, though. Okay, I'm done. Let's check and see if there's any more. Okay, let's keep going. Oh, here we go. There's a guy here. I don't know why you guys are here, but just leave us alone. What are you talking about? You're seriously okay with this? I guess there's no point in trying to talk to them. True, they aren't real people, so we can't really do anything. God, it hurts, it hurts. The hell? This ain't training at all, it's just violence. This means that he's been doing something similar in reality too, right? Damn that bastard. I'm not gonna tell him to hurry it up. Oh my bad. I guess I gotta hurry this up. Give me a second, and I'll memorize them as quick as I can. I can't tell their faces because they're all not specifically, like, you know, models of, like... Well, they have models of them being in Chujin, like, gymnasium uniforms, but they don't have any specific, like, facial features that we can understand, because, honestly, we can't tell who any of these people are from a first glance, honestly. So, honestly, to us, we don't know who they are, but Ryuji could tell because, honestly, he said he's going to remember them for us. So, honestly, hopefully you can find out something about this, Ryuji, because by the way it sounds, you know something about that, so, honestly, good that you can actually figure out who these people are.
Hey, are you done yet? We're cutting it close here.
Don't freak out me on like that. You goddamn moron. Anyways, I got all of them.
Then let's stop wasting time. We need to scram.
Okay, let's get on out of here then. Only one way to go now. Let's get on out of this training hall of love. Because this is definitely not of love, let's be honest. More like torture. Torture chamber is not where we want to be in at this point, honestly.
Hurry, we need to get out of here quick.
Yeah, let's get on out of here. Our second escape of Kamoshida's palace. Just gotta get on, through the home stretch now. Alright, we're back. We gotta get out of here quick, though. The watch post near the training hall has ceased reporting. Chances of intruder activity are extremely high. All personnel increased security measures. And there they are. More shadows. Hopefully they can't see us from here, though. Based on us being hidden, thankfully they can't. Because as long as you're hiding, they actually can't see you, which is good.
We've stayed here too long. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here before anything bad happens.
The exit's up here. Let's hurry.
Okay. Back to the throne room. Okay, let's at least get out of here, because, honestly, we need to get out of here as quick as possible. And based on Kamoshida being here, it's probably not a good thing that he sees us now.
Your names again. To think you'd make same mistake again. You're hopeless.
School ain't your castle. I'd memorize their faces real good.
you're going down. Seems it's true when they say barking dogs seldom bite. How far the star runner on the track team has fallen.
Star runner, you say?
What the hell are you getting at? I speak of the track trader, who acted in violence and in his teammates' dreams. Oh, I can only imagine the pain of the others, who were dragged down under your selfish act.
Track trader. What's that mean?
What a surprise. You accompanied him without knowing anything at all. He betrayed his teammates and crushed their hopes, yet he still carries on as carefree as ever.
That's not true.
What a tragedy. You blindly trusted this fool, and he led you straight to your death. Hurry up and dispose of them. I can't stand their stench.
Stench, you say? You're the one sitting in your underwear, in your palace of lust.
God damn it.
Ryuji, move. Okay, let's see here. Bicorn. Definitely not an easy persona to fight off when it comes to this part in the game. But, well, we're surrounded. We're surrounded. I'll kill you. I'll kill you all just cause Kamoshida told us to. I'll kill you cause that's what he wants. Well, here we go. Ouch. Well, free lunges for us, but at least we're guarding, so at least it doesn't take as much damage to us. Well, let's shoot on him, because honestly that's the only thing we could really do here. Well, just gotta make sure we knock them down. Well, let's knock down this one if we can. Nope. Not gonna happen. Because, yeah, this one's kinda scripted, I'm gonna be honest. There's more of them. This is bad. Yeah, this is pretty bad. We've been completely surrounded. And that means we can't do anything about it. Sorry, Joker, but down we go. Yeah, you can't win that fight. That one's a scripted event, so there's no way to actually win that fight. So, I'll just be honest. Like, you piece of... looks like, yeah, we're not doing anything here. This is his elite guard after all. And the guy in the middle, that is a shadow that is, basically, that's the stronger shadows. Anything that is, different from the ones in the black armor. The black armor is like his normal guard, and then you have like the elite guard, which has like the most information, or the strongest of the strong is going to be in the golden armor, as you can see.
I bet you simply came here on a whim, and ended up like this, isn't that right?
Technically, yes.
No. What a worthless piece of trash, getting emotional so quickly. How dare you raise your hand at me? Though it was only temporary, have you forgotten my kindness in supervising track practice?
Wasn't no practice. It was physical abuse. You just didn't like our team.
It was nothing but an eyesore. The only one who needs to achieve results is me. That coach who got fired was hopeless too. Had he not opposed me with a sound argument, I would have settled it with only breaking his star's leg.
What?
Do you really need me to deal with your other leg too? School will call it self-defense anyways.
Damn it. Am I gonna lose again? Not only can I not run anymore, the track team is gone too because of this asshole. So that's why. Yep, that's why. This guy ruined Ryuji's dream, just because he stood up to this dude. And honestly, Kamoshida is a real piece of trash, honestly. You can tell just based on the way he acts and the way he portrays himself. He is honestly really a really bad person.
Once these twos are dealt with, you're next.
Ryuji. Don't let him win. Yeah, don't let this guy get to you, bud.
You're right. Everything that was important to me was taken by him. I'll never get him back. Stay there and watch. Look on as these hopeless scum die for nothing because you side with trash like you.
Honestly, you're the real trash here, Kamoshida.
No, that's what you are. All you think about is using people. You're the real scumbag, Kamoshida.
Honestly, true on that.
What are you doing? Silence him. Honestly, not gonna happen. Stop looking down on me with that stupid smile on your face.
You made me wait quite a while. You seek power, correct? Then let us form a pact. Since your name has been disgraced already, why not hoist the flag and wreak havoc? The other you who exists within desires it thus. I am thou, thou art I. There is no turning back. The skull of rebellion is your flag henceforth!
What can you do? Cower in fear and watch!
This goes well.
Right on. What's up, Persona? This effing rocks! Now that I got this power, it's time for payback! Yo, I'm ready. Bring it!
Mock me, you brat!
Blast him away, Captain Kid!
Okay, and there it is, our third party member, Captain Kid and Ryuji. Honestly, a pretty cool combo, and honestly, I really like his persona. It actually is a really cool, like, persona in general. The pirate theme and the whole thing with the, it being like a skeleton pirate is honestly a really cool, idea. And honestly, the, design that Ryuji takes up because of his persona is pretty cool as well. What troublemakers that bother King Kamoshida with trifle matters? Kamoshida's cognition ain't changing right, then I'll act like the troublemaker I am. Let's do this, Captain Kid. Let's do this indeed. So we got Eligor and 2 bicorns. And honestly, that actually gives us a freebie here because of the fact that bicorns are actually weak to electricity, so we can get 2 free hits in first, and then we can actually knock down one of the bicorns if we want. So down goes one of the bicorns. Now it's just the Eligor and us. Okay, based on what we remember, I think these guys resist that. Yeah, they do. So honestly, the best thing we do here is actually shoot at them. So let's just blast him a couple times. And he resists gun skills. Okay. Well, now it's just the Eligor now. So the top guard and us 3. And honestly, with us having a full squad here, honestly, it's for the best. And actually, we do have a new gun here too. So our buddy here, Skull, or Ryuji, actually has a shotgun, which is pretty cool. Honestly, it actually is pretty cool, honestly. I actually really like his design. He's honestly my favorite design when it comes to all of the characters. Well, Joker too, I like Joker a lot, but Ryuji has like the coolest design out of all of them in my opinion. Just because it's like, it really does fit his bad boy personality, honestly. I am a loyal subject of the glorious King Kamoshida, so why have I lost? Just proves that Kamoshida ain't anything special. True. Oof. Hit him down hard right in the feels. So that means you, Shadow, don't mean anything here. How about that?
Whoa, so Ryuji had the potential too.
Well, obviously.
Even if you apologize now, I ain't forgiving you. I told you that this is my castle. It seems you still don't understand.
Yeah, technically, and... Okay, well, there's On. So that's how he feels about On, the girl that we met on our first day of school, and also the girl that kind of ghosted us when we noticed her in this classroom. Honestly, I don't know why she says liar. I don't know if she says it to us or Kamoshida, honestly. Honestly, you could take it 2 ways, because she knows that we did head towards school, and they say that we were sick, and that's the reason why we showed up late. But honestly, I don't know, because it could be interpreted 2 different ways. They don't kind of go into detail on that. But, yeah, that's definitely her.
What? Takamaki?
You seem to know her.
Oh. what a meowvelous, and beautiful girl.
I thought you said you weren't a cat, dude. You're still saying meow. What's going on? Something seems off. Yeah, this is definitely off. Yeah, now that you mention it. But why is she even here? Good question. But it's based on his cognition, so this is how he thinks of On. Hey, let go of you, perv.
How many times must I tell you, till you understand? This is my castle, place in which I can do whatever I want. Everyone's wish is to be loved by me. And that is everyone besides slow-witted thieves like you.
Takamaki, say something.
Calm down, Ryuji. It seems that this girl isn't the real one.
Well, obviously.
She's the same one as same as their slaves, and a being made from Kamoshida's cognition of her.
Are you jealous? Well, I'm not surprised. Women aren't drawn to problematic punks like you.
That's actually completely wrong, based on real-world standards. But you can say that, Kamoshida. God damn it.
Clean them up this instant.
And honestly, based on what you are, honestly, you just kind of roasted yourself, honestly. Because that means, in the real world, you wouldn't be with On here in general. So, yeah, technically, you got that all wrong, bud.
We're outnumbered. Let's scram before we get surrounded.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here now. We're not gonna do anything and just run? We can't die here. Yeah, it's too early for us to die, bud.
Thank God. You've got a level head.
Yeah, true. Fine. Well, expose what you really are, no matter what. You better be ready for us.
I was beginning to get bored of torturing the ones here. Come at me whenever you want. If you don't care about your life.
Ignore him. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We don't need to fight him yet, because it's way too early to do so. Anyways, I don't remember changing into this. It looks good on you. Yeah, it looks pretty cool on you, bud. Shouldn't be happy about that. Then again, it isn't as bad as yours. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Did you find them?
Quiet.
Seems like they're still looking for us. No, search that way. So what's going on? I'm completely lost, man.
I told you before. When a Persona user opposes a palace's ruler and becomes a threat to them, this is what happens. It is to prevent you from being affected by distortions.
Is this a skull?
Your appearance reflects your inner self. It's the rebel that slumbers within. Now that you'll get it. Not that you'll get it.
Not at all.
Then stop asking questions and accept what you see for what it is.
Easy for you to say. Wait. We're in deep shit.
I said to be quiet.
We might have gotten away here, but we're still screwed with Kamoshida and the real school.
That's quite sharp of you, for being quite an idiot. Relax, Kamoshida in reality can't possibly know about what happens here. A shadow is the true self that is suppressed at a side of one's personality they don't want you to see.
So we're okay.
Did the Kamoshida in reality remember about the execution?
No.
Then there you have it.
Alright, now that we know that, all we gotta do is...
Wait, I guided you as promised. It's your turn to cooperate with me.
What's that? Oh yeah, you did have a plan for us, didn't he? He didn't say it to us, though, because we left before he brought it up.
That's why I've been super nice about teaching you. Idiots about everything.
Cooperate.
Don't you remember? I originally came here for an investigation. I need to erase the distortion from my body and regain my true form. That's why we must delve deep into mementos and...
Whoa, hold up. What are you going on about? We never said anything about helping you out. Oof, poor Morgana.
Huh? don't tell me, are you gonna just not gonna repay the hospitality I showed you? Especially you. You're going to up and leave, even though you're already part of my master plan.
What plan? I never promised, let me think about it. Yeah, what plan? Honestly, we don't know about your plan, bud.
Is it because I'm not human? Because I'm like a cat? Is that why you've been making a fool of me?
Not really. We just don't really know you yet, and plus we have another thing we're kind of more focused on at the moment, so sorry, Morgana, but maybe another time. But I'm gonna go into details about mementos. Think of the Tartarus or the TV world. That's what mementos is. That's your, technically endless dungeon, even though it's not endless. Because there is an end to it. Just like the TV realm, or the, TV world specifically is the name of it. Or the Tartarus from Persona 3. It has an end to it, and you have to reach it in order to truly finish your journey and fully understand what the distortions of reality is between those worlds. So, yeah, definitely that is what he's talking about. It's a different place than this place, is what Mementos is. It's basically Tartarus or TV world. So basically, just think of it like that, pretty much. That's all I'm going to really go on to details on that, because I don't want to go into too much, because honestly, I just kind of wanted to go on the summary of what it is until we kind of get fully acquainted with that. Because we won't be getting into that until we're done with Kamoshida's palace, basically, is the pretty much the meat and potatoes of it.
We're busy.
True.
Thanks for everything, cat. You got guts being a cat and all. See you around.
Yeah, see you around, Morgana. We'll see you again here shortly.
Hey, what the hell? Seriously? Why are they wrapping it up like everything's all hunky-dory?
Well, it is for the time being.
Oh hell no. Get back here. Jack.
Oh, sorry, Morgana, but you gotta let us deal with Kamoshida first before we deal with anything with mementos. You have returned to the real world. Welcome back. Yep, welcome back indeed.
Thank God we're back.
Yeah, true.
Dragged you around a lot, huh? Sorry, man.
It's fine.
I'm dead tired. How you holding up?
I could use a nap. Let's be honest. It was a long adventure.
Me too, man. I'm gonna sleep like a rock when I get home.
Also, sorry for this episode being as long as it is, because honestly, there's no real resting point in this episode. So honestly, finishing the whole day honestly made the most sense, honestly. So honestly, once we get back to Cafe LeBlanc, that's when we'll end off today's episode. But honestly, it makes sense because of all the things we've learned. We learned how to infiltrate palaces. When we first get into the first palace officially, those episodes will be a little bit more of... We'll take breaks in between. Like, we won't leave the palace, because I'm going to do the palaces until they kick us out, basically. But for the time being, that is how this episode's going to be, because honestly, we might as well just finish off the day, because it is a big episode, or a big story points. So honestly, doing the whole of the area that we did makes sense.
But damn, if what we saw was for real, this is gonna get good. I totally remember the faces of those guys Kamoshida was treating like slaves. Once we make them fess up to any physical abuse, Kamoshida will be done.
True.
So wanna help me look around for those guys? Or any witnesses?
Sure, I'll help. Yeah, I don't mind. You are our friend. We are gonna leave a friend behind.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, what do we do now, bud?
Hey, so, if you're thinking of laying low cause you got a record, I don't think that'll help. Everyone's already knows, and they'll totally got you pegged as a criminal.
How'd that happen? Yeah, how did that happen?
Kamoshida opened his damn mouth.
Huh, seriously? A teacher did that? Huh, seriously? Yeah, it's pretty rotten.
No one else besides a teacher could have leaked it that fast. It doesn't matter if it's a student or a club. That asshole just wrecks things he doesn't agree with. Just like he did with me.
Yeah, broke his leg and tore down his track team. Just like that.
No one will take anything I say seriously. Still, those rumors about him getting physical might be real. And after seeing Kamoshida's distorted heart thing in person, there's no way I can just sit back.
Of course. Yeah, of course, I don't blame you.
I'm counting on you. Don't worry, I'm hyped about this too.
Same. I can sense a bond of trust coming from Ryuji. With that, we officially made our first real official friend, because now that we actually have a reason for him helping us out, he now becomes a confidant, so now we can truly rely on him. So with that, we go back to Nijima, and she's gonna ask us about us becoming friends with each and every confidant. So she questioned us about how we would be able to do things if it weren't due to that confidant, but she doesn't know who that confidant is, so she questions our reasoning for becoming close to certain people, basically. It's basically Nijima's role. Acting as a phantom thief would have been more efficient alone. You could have gone about it that way. Nah, not really. However, you did not. There are merits to having associates. That's what you decided. True, I guess. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong, but honestly, it's better to have friends along the way. But I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the chariot persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power. And with that, we have now unlocked the Chariot Arcana, which normally would be the Magician or... actually, what was it in Persona 3? I actually completely forgot. It was... Oh no, it was Magician in Persona 3, but it wasn't anybody that was close to our party whatsoever, because we were playing as Makoto. So, well, technically in Persona 3 Portable, it would have been Junpei, so technically it would have been a party member then. But, so Junpei in Persona 3 Portable, and then you would have Yusuke would be your next one when it comes to main ones, which would also be Magician. And then Magician for this game would actually be Morgana, if you guys are wondering. So it does lead down party members depending on the game you play, but in the original for Persona 3, it was the Kenji kid, which honestly I didn't really particularly care for, honestly. Yeah, he was like your first friend, but he really was kind of strange, since his whole arc was him trying to date a teacher, basically. And he never really was dating the teacher, it was just him thinking he was. So really, it was really strange of a conversation with him, but his story wasn't bad, it was just strange. So honestly, his version of the Magician Arcana really didn't make it mean anything to me in the end, honestly. But honestly, his story was kind of cool, I guess. But you've unlocked the Chariot Confidant. That means we've officially became a true Phantom Thief, because now we have our first confidants. Right, I haven't eaten anything since lunch, and it'd be weird splitting off now, so why don't we go grab a bite somewhere? Yeah, sure, I don't mind it. So, let's go eat. Just follow me. I mean, I totally gotta hear about your past. True, he doesn't know anything about why we have our criminal record, so it does make sense. What? How the hell, man? How much shittier can the asshole get? It's in the past. Yeah, it is. Huh, are you for real? If it was for me, I wouldn't calm him down until I punched that dick in the face. I like how vulgar he gets, honestly. Normally I wouldn't say, like, curse words as often, but the thing is Ryuji's character kind of revolves on him being vulgar. Literally, the first time we met him, before we got a name for him, was called the Vulgar Boy. So honestly, it makes sense, and he is a delinquent, in a way, even though he isn't a bad guy at all. But it does make sense that his character would go like that, and also since it skipped by what we were looking into there, since honestly it goes, some things get said without us actually having a choice. So let's read over that again. Huh, so you left your hometown and you're living here now. Huh, I thought, we might be a lot more alike than I originally thought. You might be right. How so? What did you do? Yeah, what did you do? Because based on what Kamoshida said, you're the track trader, so yeah, what happened? I don't got a record like you. I mean, that's not the point. I guess it's how we're treated like a pain in the ass by the people around us, like we don't belong. I did something stupid at school before too. Makes sense. And if I were able to, I would go into more detail, but we'll get that via his confidant, or even through the story of Kamoshida in general, so we'll go into that when that detail comes up, because I don't want to spoil that. The place you're living now is in Yongen, right? It's rush hour on the subways. I suggest you kill some time before heading home. Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're eating lunch with you. What the hell, man? You better touch your food. I can do that myself. What are you doing? Yeah, what are you doing, bud? Honestly, I can't say anything else, so I would say thank you, but honestly, we can't do anything. He's just packing our food up for us. Just let me do it. I gotta thank you for helping me. Anyways, I got your back like you got mine. From tomorrow on. As long as we, do something about Kamoshida, I'm sure we'll both feel better about being at school. True. Very true. Oh yeah. Tell me your number, and chat ID too. And there we go. Now we're officially phone friends, so now we can hang out with Ryuji anytime we want. The chat app is now available, or technically as long as he's available, because every character, based on other games, they have certain days that they're available, but when it comes to the Phantom Thieves, they're more available more often, depending on the Phantom Thief that you have. And the days are... they don't have set days for characters. Well, technically, there's certain characters that are only available on one day, kind of like in Persona 3 and 4. But that's not any of like the main characters, but certain characters have specific schedules they have to rely on, but they change every month, which isn't the like how Persona 4 or 3 was, because they had specific days they were available every day that of the month, every year, or during the entire year they had a specific day they were available, basically. So in this game it changes every month, but all the main characters are pretty common on the days they are available, depending on the character, is basically what I'm trying to say. The chat app is now available. You can now occasionally receive messages from those close to you, which is going to be fun, because that's going to be a major point, since phones are a major thing to do with this game, as the navigator is attached to the smartphone that we have, so, and it's also important for strikers as well, so honestly, they definitely did add that as a key function of the game. Just wait, Kamoshida. We're gonna start right away tomorrow. First, let's hit up those guys that were kept slaves. Okay, makes sense, honestly. The volleyball rally's tomorrow, huh? She's recommended by Kamoshida, making me want to gag. But thanks to that, we got no classes in the afternoon, and we could walk around unnoticed. True. Well, I guess, we gotta work on the details tomorrow. Makes sense. Come on, you gotta eat more. There's tons of ginger here. Okay, well, thanks for the help, though. Well, let's eat up, since, honestly, in real life, I'm actually really hungry right now. I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I'm recording this, around noontime, so honestly, yeah, I'm pretty hungry. So, honestly, Joker is probably less hungry than we are now, let's be honest. So, about this plan, take down Kamoshida. Lower your voice. Yeah, it's probably a good idea if we're not too loud here. Nobody knows about our plan. We don't want to get caught now, bud. Right. Well, let's get on home. And there they are. Sai Nijima and Akechi. Or Goro Akechi. So, honestly, yeah, probably wouldn't have been good to get caught there, due to the fact that that's literally the lady interrogating us right now in that interrogation room where we were getting literally slapped around by the people before, getting, literally stuck with a truth serum. So yeah, it's, not a good thing. But, here we go, Shiho and On.
I haven't been sleeping well lately. Whenever I get close my eyes, I keep thinking about too many things.
Shiho.
Nationals are coming up soon, so I keep thinking, should someone like me really be on the starting lineup?
Don't worry. Just be confident yourself. Why did I say confidant?
Your skills have been recognized. It's all because of your work. You work harder than anyone else.
True.
Yeah, volleyball's all you have after all. More importantly, was that energy okay? It looks like it's really swollen. No, it's nothing. It's normal, especially since the meet's coming up. Huh.
Yeah. As you can see, this is the volleyball team. What Kamoshida has been doing to them is pretty obvious based on how they look. Like, this kid, for instance, look at his face. He's bruised. Very, very bruised. And he doesn't look too happy either. He was acting like this before we even walked up to him. Just scared and, like, hopeless, basically. And Shiho as well. Look at her eyes.
Sorry to interrupt you, Suzui. Mr. Kamoshida told me to get you. Huh? What does he want? He didn't say. Huh. Hun, it'll be fine. I bet it's a meeting about the starting lineup or something.
If only Han knew, honestly.
Yeah.
Aw, poor Shiho, and honestly, I'm gonna just say the other kid's name, because he's important. I wish they gave it earlier, because it would make it easier, because honestly, I just want to say his name. His name's Mishima. He's also important, based on portrait and everything, and model and everything. But we'll get into him when he comes up, honestly. But yeah, definitely, yeah, it's very unfortunate everything going on with the volleyball team. Based on what we know in the distorted desires of Kamoshida in the palace, it's kind of obvious what's going on with the volleyball team. And it's definitely, the abuse is definitely going on, just based on everything. Like, look at Suzui. She's got a broken leg. She's definitely emotionally not stable, just based on appearance. So, yeah, definitely not a good thing going on in the real world either.
Well, I better go.
Yep, good luck. Aw. If Han only knew. Dang.
Hang in there, Shiho.
Well, she kinda knows, based on that, but she doesn't know the half of it. Because there's more that she doesn't know. And that's obvious.
Huh, you're home? Take it you actually went to school today?
Of course, yeah. I tried to yesterday, but I can't really explain what happened. So, yeah, honestly unfortunate.
Guess you learned your lesson after what happened yesterday. As long as you're not getting in any trouble, it's fine by me. I don't know what you've been up to, but trust me, you'll be gone if you start causing troubles. In case you forgot, your life is not a free one right now.
Yeah, we're on probation for a reason, and not even a good reason. Just because of some selfish dude, drunk dude with some kind of power that we don't know about, taking advantage of others and using that power and using the police to his advantage. Honestly, yeah, seriously messed up situation we got ourselves into. But at least we're taking it in strides. It's technically we're still okay. Thankfully it didn't affect us too badly. Hey, decided to go ahead and message you. Can you see this? Yeah, of course. I'm gonna go be counting on you tomorrow, okay? Got it. Yeah, of course. You're a bro, man. Well, see you tomorrow. Let's say those guys have been getting abused by, abused. You and me. Me and my bro. Let's do this, Ryuji.
Sheesh. Are you even listening to me? Just stay away from bad influences, okay?
Far from doing that. But honestly, based on what people say, Ryuji is a bad influence from their perspective. But honestly, Ryuji's not a bad person, so honestly, technically we're doing exactly the opposite of Sojiro's honest like what he wants us to do, but sorry Sojiro, but we gotta save the world.
Hey, I'm gonna head home for the night. I'll lock up the store, don't go wandering out.
Okay, well, see you later, Sojiro. And thanks for taking care of us, even though you're a little hard on us at the moment. But with that, Uncover Kamoshida's Abuses has now been started. And with that, the end of today's episode, because we're pretty much done. We could sit on the couch real quick, since that is something you could do, so let's do that real quick. A world embodying Kamoshida's desires. That was no dream. And true, it wasn't. So, with that being said, thank you all for staying with me for this very long episode. Honestly, it makes sense to do this episode as long as we did because there was no resting points. Well, the save point was technically one, but I'm not going to leave it off in the middle of a day like that. So, honestly, I thought it would be probably okay to do the whole tutorial day in today's episode. Palaces won't be as long episodes as this. Honestly, they'll be stretched over multiple episodes since palaces are a lot longer than Tartarus or TV worlds are. So you can't just do them in 1 hour. Palaces are multi-hour things. So these will be multiple episodes. And they'll all be taking mostly on the same day because you could do the palaces in 1 day. So it's honestly the best way to do it because you get more and more free time due to it. So basically, make sure you do it that way, because it's safer to do it that way. But, yeah, definitely going to be an adventure. So, with that being said, we're not going to be going into a palace in the next episode, because of the fact that, me and Ryuji are going to be doing some real-life scouting, and looking into the volleyball team based on what he said. So, with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, and have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace out, boys and girls. Hey, boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.